I think watching my mom go through this and watching her fight has changed me for the better. And I think all of these women that I continue to meet have changed me for the better.
I was that mother that thought I knew what my children needed to know about their bodies. And so when Brandy called me in October and said, "Mom, I think I have ovarian cancer," my response was, "Oh no, baby, that's an older person, menopausal."
Everybody has a mother, a sister, a grandmother, an aunt, a neighbor, a coworker, a friend, somebody who could be touched by ovarian cancer. And because it's a scary thing, it's personal.
Well, I was diagnosed in 2009, the very end of the year. And I was very surprised, as I think many women are when they get the diagnosis of ovarian cancer. It wasn't an easy diagnosis because I had so few symptoms.
I, of course, had to take action. And the first thing is I looked in our locker room at FIU and I saw 20 young women. I knew I could at least teach them the symptoms of this disease. And when I got to LSU, we asked the administration, and luckily they agreed to a game. So we put the Tigers in teal, and after that game, we got one email from a friend of Leisha Cheney, whose daughter, Brandy Cheney, had passed away from ovarian cancer, and all of a sudden, Geaux Teal was formed.
It was really tough sitting in that stand that day, and to see the teal, and to know that someone else had been there, done that, did the fight. But it was also rewarding to know that her mother was still here.
Getting together, it was just like meant to be, I guess. It was a beautiful thing that's happened, I think, to support now lots of women who are going through this.
One of the main goals of Geaux Teal is to increase awareness about the signs and symptoms of ovarian cancer, because traditionally ovarian cancer was diagnosed in the later stages, and that's because women were not aware of what the early signs are.
We've raised over $250,000. We've given $110,000 in grants or financial assistance to Cancer Services of Baton Rouge Women's Foundation and to individuals that needed it.
The grants, I think, help women feel they're not alone, that this organization is supporting them. We might not be able to do it on a one-on-one basis, but we have had these walks and raised this money, and we're using it for good for them.
As we move into this being more of a chronic condition, there are going to be needs over the lifespan of women. And so it's incredible to think that at different points in their process, we can help support them, whether it's through oral medications, through equipment.
Never in a million years did I think we were going to reach all 50 states and some countries. In the last year, we have sent over 20,000 bracelets out to all over the world.
Over 1,000 walkers last year was a huge accomplishment. We had one from all 50 states register. So we really, truly brought our brand on a nationwide stage.
I'm good friends with Van Studeman, the head coach at Mississippi State, and the stories that she told us about Alex Wilcox's time at Mississippi State would inspire anyone to be better. And I think the key is that we can't let her loss be in vain. We have to continue on in her honor.
She gave us a reason to see somebody just like our players. She's just like them. She goes to class just like them. She works out. She does all the weight training. But she has that added element of going through all of her struggles off the field, and it made it very relatable, very real.
It breaks my heart that another family had to go through it, and so young.
Our mission is to educate women of all ages about this disease. So it allowed us the opportunity to speak to a younger generation, to bring it into their hearts a little easier.
I think we have to make sure that we continue this on in her honor, that we continue to grow this in her honor, and that we, continue to save as many women as we can.
So one of the big messages is for every person to know their body and to know when there are changes in their bladder and bowel habits, any bloating that's unusual, getting full when you've eaten just a little bit of food, any unusual discharge or bleeding from the vaginal area.
All the courage it takes to go through that, and I want them to know they're not alone.
Some days are up and some days are down, but you just keep going forward. You don't worry about the future, you worry about today.
I am hoping that we'll continuously be in all 50 states.
We go to other softball parks around the country and we see the players wearing our wristband, and we know that we've made a difference. And whether it be 1 or 100, 1,000 or 100,000, we're still continuing to push the envelope on the story.
We're unstoppable. It's open-ended. We can go as far as we take it.
As a survivor, my hope is that by Geaux Teal spreading awareness about the signs and symptoms of this disease, that we will be saving lives. That at least a woman can get an earlier diagnosis, that she can live.
And how many women that we've supported, and how many women have felt loved by coming to the event. And
My favorite part of Geaux Teal is seeing the women on the field before the game and seeing them escorted by my players out there, and just, you know, understanding for that moment that our players are playing for something much bigger than a game, much bigger than even LSU. They're playing for these women, to support them, to honor them in their fight.
Go Teal!
Go Teal!
Go Teal!
Go Teal!
Go Teal.
Go Teal.
Go Teal!